Former boss Mark Hughes, sacked in January, presided over a series of poor signings that have left Stoke bottom of the Premier League and ultimately consigned them to the Championship. Record £18.3 million signing Janelle Mbula has spent the season out on loan at Toulouse, while £18 million defender Kevin Wimmer and £12 million striker Saido Berahino, who has never scored for the club in more than 2 years, have been demoted to the under-23s. Butland's agony was clear as Stoke dropped out of the top flight after a decade. Action images via Reuters. The England international has been a Potter for 5 years. Reuters. And has seen them go from top-half regulars to the first side relegated. Action images via Reuters. Striker Jesse Rodriguez, whose ill-fated loan spell was blighted by disciplinary problems, was released on unpaid compassionate leave, while Saturday's midfield options on the bench consisted of unused aging trio Darren Fletcher, Charlie Adam and Stephen Ireland. Too many costly mistakes were made on personnel who disrupted the squad or were not good enough, a point not lost on England goalkeeper Jack Butland, who will be part of the exodus of players leaving Stoke this summer. "I think the whole recruitment process needs looking at, to be honest," said Butland. "Too many of the recent investments have been completely unused and that's unacceptable. That's got to be looked at, because it's been farcical." Captain Ryan Shawcross made a massive mistake to set up Palace's winner. PA Wire. Despair for Xherdan Shaqiri, who gave the home fans hope with the opening goal. PA Wire. We've gone into a game today, and over the last few months, with half the squad dotted around the world, not even involved. Some are on loan, rightly so. You're allowed to go out on loan, things you can't knock. But then there's been transfers who aren't even part of the squad for all kinds of reasons, whether it be discipline, whether it be lack of performance. So you've got to look at that, what decisions are being made and the type of characters. Look at Badou Ndiaye and Moritz Bauer, 2 positive signings. But you look at other signings that have been made and they're not even here to have an input. Butland praised the efforts of Paul Lambert, who was unable to save Stoke from the drop in his 15 games in charge, winning only the first one. Boss Lambert's only win was his first match in charge, back on January 20th. PA Wire. The damage done well before his arrival. "He's had an extremely difficult job," said Butland. "He inherited a squad where, unfortunately, there was ill discipline and players you cannot rely on. He's been limited to what options he's been able to use. Despite those scenarios, he's put together a really competitive side that's willing to work for him." Butland, who was in tears at the final whistle when Stoke's fate was confirmed, added, "It hurts. The club means a hell of a lot to me. It's given me my opportunities in the Premier League. It's given me a massive push with England. It's a horrible, horrible day, there's no other way of putting it. It doesn't feel real and I don't want it to be real, but unfortunately it is." Xherdan Shaqiri had put Stoke ahead, but goals from James McArthur and Patrick Van Aanholt condemned the visitors to defeat, while confirming Palace's top-flight survival. Who knows when these fans will see Stoke win promotion back to the Premier League. AFP. Getty. From a grueling championship that is full of former top-flight sides. PA Wire. Lambert, who will stay on next season in the championship, admitted it will not be easy for the Potters to make it straight back up at the first attempt. The second tier is littered with big clubs, like Leeds and Nottingham Forest, who have been mired there, while Sunderland have suffered back-to-back relegations and are now preparing for life in League One. "I know exactly what it's like in the championship," said Lambert. "It's difficult. It's grueling. There are 46 games and it's incredibly tough. But this club's in a really good position to rebuild properly. It's got a fan base behind it, which will certainly help. It's got an incredibly strong infrastructure, it's got great ownership and they'll bring us back.